So, what is communication? Communication is a process that consists of the exchange and transmission of messages between a sender and a receiver. Communication first started in 3500 before Christ, when the Phoenicians developed an alphabet, but communication really developed very slow since they have to create an alphabet so they can communicate by letters and cards. Thanks to today's technology, we can know that there's more than 5,000 languages all around the world. Today, because of modern technology, we can communicate by different ways. Today, modern technology dominates our communication. We have a massive range of ways that we can stay connected by each other. Social media has been around since the early days of internet and it still dominates most of our lives. The long list of social networks continues to grow and each one is continuing to drive millions and even billions of users to their sites every day, which is why it's one of the most popular forms of a communication. So that means that in today, a lot of people just communicate by WhatsApp, Messenger, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and others between talking in person and face-to-face. So there are four main ways so we can transfer a message, and there are four main ways we can transmit a message. So there's mainly four ways we can transmit a message. The first one is verbal. A verbal communication is the use of language to transfer by talking or a sign language, which deaf people use it. The second one is a nonverbal, in the one that you don't talk and you don't use sign languages, you use your face, your gestures, and other parts of your body. The third one is written. This one has been a long time communicating term since it's been used a long time ago when text messages didn't exist and social media was not used in that time. So it's actually writing cards or printing cards, letters, and convey information. And the fourth and the last one is visual. So visual communication is the act of using photographs or paintings, sketches, charts, and graphics to convey information. Even though there's a lot of communication ways now, I really prefer to talk to face, because even if we're talking on a screen, we don't know what they're thinking, we don't know how their face expressions are, we don't know anything about them. Yes, we can talk to them and know each other by them. I really think the best way to communicate is to talk face to face, because even though we're talking on a screen, we don't know what they're thinking, we don't know what their face expressions are, we don't know them completely. So I really prefer to talk face to face so we can understand each other very well and there's no misunderstandings. Most of the consequences because there's no communication are like, if you're in a relationship and you don't have communication, you will break up, obviously, because you're not telling each other what you feel. So I think communication is very important with everyone in any ways. It's very important because if you don't have communication with another person, you won't know what they feel. You can actually make them feel sad, and if you don't tell them, they won't stop making you feel sad. So here's an example. If I have my own company, I don't know, of this one it's a really good example, So if I have my own company, whatever it is, my own company, and my employees want something to change, if they don't communicate it with me, I won't know what they want to change, and there'll be misunderstandings. Someone can get hurt. So communication is very important in every place, in every moment. They need to be communicated because there can be misunderstandings, and some people can get hurt. And people's feelings are very important today. So I really think even in relationships, friendships, if you don't communicate with each other, it will be worse and worse and worse because you won't let the other people know what you think, or the other person, or your parents, or your sisters, your brothers. They won't know how you feel. So they can tell you something that can hurt you, and they will know they hurt you, so they'll continue telling you that stuff, and it will hurt you more. So that's the only thing I need to say. Just communicate.